Kyrie eleison.
Hello, and welcome back to the Catholic Workers Podcast. We're happy to have you join us. Today, we turn our attention to a truly foundational aspect of human dignity and societal well being work. Specifically, we'll explore the concept of a jobs guarantee, a policy proposal aimed at ensuring that everyone who desires to work has the opportunity to do so, with fair compensation. This idea, while seemingly radical, has deep historical roots and strong ethical grounding. Our journey today will unpack this vital topic in three parts. First, we'll examine historical examples of public employment programs from the United States and across the globe, understanding their varied forms and purposes. Second, we'll delve into how the concept of a jobs guarantee resonates with the core tenets of Catholic social teaching, particularly regarding the dignity of labor and the common good. Finally, we will consider the practical implications and potential benefits of implementing a modern jobs guarantee, looking at its economic impact and its capacity to transform communities. The notion that society has a role in ensuring employment is not new. Throughout history, and particularly during times of economic crisis, various nations have implemented programs to provide work when the private sector could not. These initiatives serve as compelling precedents for a modern jobs guarantee. In the United States, two notable examples emerged during the Great Depression: the Works Progress Administration and the Civilian Conservation Corps. The Works Progress Administration, or the WPA, established in 1935, was an ambitious federal program that ultimately employed over 8.5 million job seekers before its cancellation in 1943. While predominantly employing men without formal education, it undertook a vast array of public works projects. These included the construction of roads, bridges, schools, libraries, hospitals, and parks, many of which remain in use today. The WPA also extended support to the arts, funding projects for writers, musicians, actors, and artists, recognizing that all forms of labor held value. The WPA's goal was not just to provide relief, but to provide dignified work, with Harry Hopkins, its administrator, famously stating, "Give a man a dole and you save his body and destroy his spirit. Give him a job and you save both body and spirit." The Civilian Conservation Corps, created in 1933, focused on conservation work. It enrolled single men aged 18 to 25 to improve America's public lands, forests, and parks. Participants lived in camps, received meals and lodging, and earned $30 a month, most of which was sent directly to their families. The CCC not only provided employment during a desperate time, but also contributed significantly to environmental preservation and offered valuable educational opportunities to its enrollees. Beyond the United States, similar initiatives have taken various forms. In Australia, public employment services have evolved to facilitate labor market functioning and promote employment opportunities, including efforts like the current Remote Australia Employment Service, or RAES, which focuses on providing support and services in remote communities. These programs, while not always a direct guarantee, represent a commitment to public intervention in job placement and skill development. South Africa's Expanded Public Works Programs, or the EPWP, launched in 2004 and still active, provides temporary work and skills development to the unemployed and vulnerable. It has generated over 8 million work opportunities across infrastructure, social, environment, and cultural sectors, demonstrating a national effort to absorb labor and provide income transfers to poor households. Argentina's Argentina's Jefes de Hogar, Heads of Household program, initiated in 2002 during a severe economic crisis, was a workfare program designed to alleviate high unemployment and improve living standards for poor families by linking social assistance to participation in public works or community services. These diverse examples underscore a consistent historical theme that in times of need, and sometimes as an ongoing policy, governments have stepped in to directly provide employment, addressing not just economic distress, but also contributing to national development and social stability. For us as Catholic workers, the concept of a jobs guarantee resonates deeply with the foundational principles of Catholic social teaching. At its heart, our faith calls us to uphold the inherent dignity of every person, and this dignity is profoundly tied to the ability to work. The Church teaches that work is more than merely a means to an income. It is a foundational form of human activity through which we participate in God's ongoing creation. As Pope John Paul II emphasized, work is for man, not man for work. This means that economic systems must serve the human person and not the other way around. When individuals are systematically denied the opportunity for productive work, their dignity is diminished and society as a whole suffers. Catholic social teaching affirms that all people have a right to productive work. This right includes not only the opportunity to work, but also the right to decent and fair wages and just working conditions. A society where economic policies do not allow workers to reach satisfactory levels of employment and cannot be justified from an ethical point of view, nor can that society attain social peace. The absence of work can lead to social exclusion, spiritual despair, and profound injustice. The church also emphasizes the concept of the common good, which refers to the sum total of social conditions which allow people, either as groups or as individuals, to reach their fulfillment more fully and more easily. Full employment of the labor force, where everyone who desires to contribute can do so, is seen as a first priority of any social organization in achieving the common good. It fosters social solidarity, reduces inequality, and ensures that the gifts and talents of all members of society can contribute to the flourishing of the community. Furthermore, jobs guarantee aligns with the preferential option for the poor and vulnerable. These are often the first to be excluded from the labor market, facing systemic barriers to employment. Ensuring that a job is available for those most in need reflects Christ's command to care for the least of these, providing not just material sustenance, but also the invaluable gifts of purpose, community, and self respect that come with dignified labor. While the church recognizes the complexities of guaranteeing a specific job, regardless of qualifications, it strongly advocates for policies and conditions that enable all to access work that allows them to lead a worthy life and contribute to society. With these historical precedents and ethical foundations in mind, let's turn to what a modern jobs guarantee might look like in our communities today. This is not about creating make work programs. It's about establishing a fundamental floor for the labor market, ensuring that anyone who wants to work has access to a full time minimum wage job, thus redefining the very nature of employment. A universal jobs guarantee program would have several transformative benefits. First is that it establishes a true labor market floor. By guaranteeing a minimum wage job for every adult, it eliminates involuntary unemployment, ensuring basic economic security and acting as a robust safety net. It also boosts labor bargaining power. As a reserve army of the unemployed disappears, workers gain significantly more leverage, as employers would need to offer competitive wages and conditions to attract and retain staff. It also maintains work incentives. The program is designed to be a floor and not a ceiling. It still provides incentives for individuals to pursue higher paying employment in the private sector while ensuring they have a dignified opportunity to work and earn an income in the interim. It preserves skills and improves job prospects. By keeping unemployed workers actively engaged in the labor force, their skills do not atrophy and their job prospects improve, making them more attractive to private employers when opportunities arise. To avoid disrupting existing public services, these job guarantee employees could function in a separate yet mutually beneficial structure from regular full time municipal staff. This allows key bureaucracies to maintain their stability while benefiting from the additional workforce for community focused projects. Let's consider the potential scope and cost using Houston, Texas as an example. According to current data, the Houston metropolitan statistical area has approximately 161,000 unemployed individuals. To provide full time minimum wage jobs at $15 an hour for 2,080 hours a year, for all these individuals, the direct cost for wages would be approximately $5 billion annually. When compared to Houston's MSA's gross domestic product, or GDP, of $537 billion, this investment represents a remarkably small 0.94% of the MSA's total economic output. Beyond direct employment, a comprehensive jobs guarantee could be augmented by crucial support systems. For example, integrated job and skills training. In conjunction with local community colleges, the program could provide free training for both white collar and trade skills. The average cost per year of public community college is approximately $5,155. For all 161,000 unemployed individuals in the Houston MSA, the annual cost for this education program would be about $830 million. This translates to roughly 0.15% of the MSA's GDP. This dual approach allows lower skilled workers to maintain an income and gain work experience while simultaneously pursuing higher productivity careers. It increases knowledge agglomeration effects in cities by improving the quality of the average worker over time. The program should also be locally designed and focused on what the community genuinely needs and how it desires to develop. The objective is to pay citizens for some kind of productive contribution to their locality, meaning projects don't necessarily have to be profit driven. This can include initiatives to beautify public spaces, enhance community safety, assist in local cleanup efforts, or support temporary public investment projects as localities train employees for longer term endeavors. Positive feedback loops by tracking participants' demographic and skill factors and through consultations with local businesses, the program can identify in-demand skills. This allows the job guarantee to act as a dynamic force, matching workers with the skills employers need, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens the local labor market and helps more workers find better paying jobs. Ultimately, such a program, while designed and directed locally, should be subsidized by the federal government, recognizing that cities are often the engines of national economic growth. A jobs guarantee is an investment in human dignity, economic stability, and the vibrant future of our communities. It's a concrete way to live out the call of our faith to build a just and equitable society where the common good prevails. The jobs guarantee is more than a policy. It's a bold vision for a society that truly values the contribution of every individual and believes in the inherent dignity of work. It is a testament to our collective responsibility to ensure that no one is left behind in the pursuit of a flourishing society. Before we conclude, we'd be grateful for your support in a few straightforward ways. If you enjoyed this episode of the Catholic Workers Podcast, please consider the following: subscribing to our podcast on your preferred platform. This helps listeners discover our new content. If you have a moment, please leave us a rating and a review. Your feedback is invaluable and assists in expanding our reach. Finally, we're a listener-supported podcast, and every contribution aids us in continuing to produce these significant conversations. You can find us on Ko-fi, simply search for the Catholic Workers Podcast, or refer to the show notes for a direct link. Your support helps cover our production costs and sustains this podcast. Thank you for listening, and we invite you to join us next time as we continue to explore how our faith compels us to build a more just and equitable world. Until then, persist in the good fight.
Kyrie